Alright, hello and welcome to the Eureka SMP. We are back here again at my house, and here we are to show you some of the progress that I have made here recently on the server, and then talk about some other things here to be soon on the server. So you've got a sneak peek of things that you haven't seen yet over there, but I'm just going to show you some of the items I've gotten, I guess, and plans for said items. So the first thing is I'll show you in this chest here. I've got a bunch of saddles and some name tags. I've already gotten 3 saddles and horses over there. I'll show you that in a minute. And so I am going to be planning to, whenever the spawn shop area becomes official, hopefully grab myself a plot. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I've never made a shop before. But I'm going to be building a stable where I sell mules and horses and maybe donkeys if that's what people want. So that is the plan for those saddles, and now the plan for my stables here, because I've gotten, as you see, this is a new horse. He has 13 hearts. He's decent speed, but he's a good jumper. And then I've got Frederico, still definitely the best horse I've got so far. So breeding these two together, I've discovered for sure 13 hearts and then decent speed and decent jumping capability. So hopefully through that I can make good horses and be able to sell them off to people that need a horse, and become a horse salesman. These are just for different looks. People will want different colors of horses or different types of horses, like different patterns. And so that is the plan currently for the stables. Chester's definitely the best mule I'm going to be getting anytime soon. The only thing I could think of is maybe getting more hearts on a horse, and breeding that with the donkey. But I have looked all over the plains. 13 is the most hearts that I can find out of a horse, and so Frederico is still the best I have gotten. So let's talk about some obvious changes to the area. These are just trees to be cut down. I've been needing to use a lot of logs, but I have been getting bricks. I finally decided to not be lazy and go get them. Still don't have a helmet, but I've gotten so many bricks, and it continues the pathway even on down to this little dock area I've built that I will go down and show you in a second. I think I've got a couple of last things to show off. Been fishing a ton. I didn't even realize there were tropical fish in the game. Tons of potatoes. I've been farming like crazy. We got carrots. We got golden carrots for breeding. So there's this little update on how farming situation is going. I've got bees. I don't know what you can do with bees, but I got them. I'll figure that out eventually. And last thing, gear update. I've always had mending on this one. I've had it for a while. I've nicknamed this the Kraber because I've heard, I don't know if this works yet, but I've heard whenever you go to repair an item, if you change its name, then it doesn't count it as a repair, so the cost to repair next time shouldn't go up. It instead makes it cost the same as if it was a name change. So I nicknamed it Kraber just because, well, I play Apex Legends I guess a guy that plays Apex. I don't know. So I named it that. I'm not very creative, but hopefully that's cool to you. And then we got the tread safe work shoes. Throw mending on those. So hopefully we'll never have to repair these again. And then we've got the nice shirt, which also has mending on it. And in my ender chest, I actually have everything I need to repair these netherite leggings, and then also put mending on that as well. I bought a mending book. I'm 1 netherite scrap away, and I've already got the diamond legs to make it into netherite and fully repair those items. So we're looking pretty good gear-wise. We're getting there. The only things I need now is possibly a hat, a good sword, and an axe, and maybe some mending on the shovel. I've tried to put mending on the bow, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. But the bow is probably the least important piece of gear because it's easier to make. So that's the gear update for you. Farming, I need to redo some of these areas. I put water blocks like underneath. I hidden under those because apparently they weren't getting water, so they weren't getting treated right. And as soon as I took up the potatoes the first time, they just instantly grew over. So hopefully next time I go to take all the stuff out from the farms, then I will be able to fix that and it will permanently be good. So the farms are looking nice. I really like this pathway. I hope you all like it as well. Which comes to the first building that I built. This was the next thing I did. I built this nice little fisherman's house, fisherman's area. I guess it's not really too much of a house, but let's go on inside. It's a big opening, pretty empty for now. I don't really know exactly what to do with it. This will like overhang. I thought about making this a window, but it looked really awkward. I still think it kind of looks awkward, just the shape that it is, so there may be changes come to this house or building. But as you've seen with this over here, I say I'm going to change things, but it's pretty much done. So yeah, this is the downstairs area of this. This leads to the strip mine, because if you remember, this was my starting little area, and so that was the mining place. So I don't know if I'm just going to leave that just as a hole. I might just throw a door right there and see what I can do with that. And then we've got this nice little second dock area. I've kind of been treating it as just a place to fish, because this is just the best fishing spot. It's just the go-to, I guess, for me. As you see, I've got up a lily pad, and a lot of the saddles and name tags have actually come from fishing. But I've done a lot of fishing. What I'll do is I'll just throw on a podcast and go fishing while I'm waiting for while I'm listening to the podcast, and so that's been fun. I've got these. I stole these ideas off of a picture I saw using the stone cutter. What is this? That's a that block right there. I forget what it's called, honestly. I'm sorry. The repair and disenchant. What is this called? I don't remember. The grindstone. The grindstone. Yes. Using grindstones and some walls. I think it actually looks really nice. You got the lanterns on it, and it actually kind of lights up really well. Mobs don't spawn there. They spawn on top. I need to climb up there and fix that, but it doesn't really bother me too much, because all I gotta do is shoot them off of it, and they die pretty easily. And so this is this nice little building here. Let's look at it from the side just so you get a full view of exactly what this looks like. I really like these. I think those look great. Me personally, I can see how some people might think they look kind of awkward the way they're holding them out on two sides, but I really like the way those look. They provide nice light, and it's a different way to do it. And anyway, this is the house. I understand this looks kind of weird, but there is actually logs there. So I don't know exactly what I want to do to possibly fix that. Maybe change this top layer here to some logs going across the top, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think it looks perfectly fine the way it is, because you see the logs go down as the entire building kind of goes down a little bit, and the roof was obviously added on after. So I don't know. I'm very content with the way this looks. I actually kind of like it. It's the first time I've ever built anything quite like this. Here's the other side. And so yeah, they look kind of nice. The windows are pretty good additions, and it just runs right into this the way I want it to. Then coming over here, most of the things I've actually done, most of the time spent on the server for me was getting all these bricks. It's a pain, but we did it. So we've come over here and built another little dock area, and this probably won't get touched for a while now, but it's here. So we've got another one of these light poles. I really like the way it looks, especially with the stone walls coming up the sides, so it adds a little bit of depth to each piece. Each corner, each little area, and so I quite like it. Mobs do spawn on top of this one, so again, probably going to have to fix that sooner than later, but that's how it is. That's how it is. So this is all the progress I've made here on the server. Oh wait, no, I actually forgot one big thing that also took a lot of time, and that is actually in the Nether. I have fixed my Nether track, guys. No longer running through the Nether. Somehow I still haven't died, actually. Because it was a lot of hovering over lava pools. But the Nether is finished. So let me just show this off to you guys. The little design I threw in the Nether. And it doesn't really fit the theme, but it's very Nethery. All the blocks here used, obviously except for the ice, are Nether blocks. We got these little brick walls here, the same material, but it's a wall, so it adds again depth to the build, which I think makes it look very nice. But it's a small little, like 120 block track here, um, all the way to the main hallway, which is 500 blocks away from spawn. Exactly, you can see in the F3. Somehow my portal was exactly at 500, which I thought was cool. I don't know how that happened, but over here we got Turtle Fairy, and Turtle Fairy has been my friend. I actually haven't toured Turtle Fairy's place yet, so maybe I'll do that eventually, but Turtle was going back and forth while I was building this, and so talked to Turtle a lot. Turtle came and looked at the place, and so it was nice to have a visitor at one point. But yeah, this is the Nether track. We've already got to use the eyes. I think it looks quite nice. Very simple, but decent design, I think, and it very fits the Nether, because again, every block comes from the Nether, and I like that. So, you know, very different than anything I've ever done. I normally try to make my track fit the theme of the build I was going to. My original plan, obviously, since I used a bunch of these, was to make the entire track out of this smooth stone and bricks. But after getting so many bricks just for the pathways in the town and then the dock, there was no way I was going to make my Nether path out of brick as well. So the black stone bricks are actually what I went for. So it's still bricks. It look very different because it is the black stone. There's a very dark and I guess more edgy feel to it, but that is the Nether tunnel that I built. So I made a lot of progress here recently. So now I'm going to talk about what it is I'm going to be building next, and what that'll kind of look like for not only video-wise, but also what it'll look like here on the server. So the next plan is to build I'm thinking two little boats. You know, maybe one there, maybe one here, so I can continue fishing off of this side. Y'all know I like fishing here. But I'm going to build one here first, and what it will be is a smaller, maybe 18 blocks wide, or not wide, long, maybe like 6 or 7 across, little houseboat looking thing. It's gonna look more like a houseboat, but it also be kind of disguised, I guess, as sort of a little smaller fishing vessel type deal. So something that's not gonna go out very far, is what it's going to look like, and I'm very excited to start on it. And the second boat I build over here will be very different. I think I want to keep it smaller, but I want to make it smaller than, like, it's gonna be like 10 maybe blocks wide, so it'll be fit very small. And like I said, this right here will be wide open. Now it'll be a while before we get over to here, but I'm going to talk about other plans here. So maybe the next couple episodes are just going to be based around these boats that I build. And so one bigger boat, definitely. One bigger pirate ship looking type boat is what I want to build over here. And I think I'm actually going to just only build one boat over here. I don't think I'm going to go for two. Mainly just because... Oh, I didn't know there's a thing over there. Oh, no, I did. I've explored that. Mainly just because I don't know how to build boats, and this bigger boat's going to take a long time, and this is going to be, hopefully, alright, this is going to be a smaller area compared to the rest of the land I want to get to, and I kind of want to go ahead and move on to getting to it. So this was a nice little development for the town as a whole. And hopefully these two boats over here won't take too long, so I can spend a decent amount of time on I would say the first big thing that I'm going to start building. But it won't be the biggest, and like I said, I kind of want to move on from this little area because I really, really want to get into building I guess I'm going to start calling it the town hall area, which is going to be on this side of the portal. And it's like one, maybe two big buildings taking up almost all of this land is what I want it to be. So that you guys know that what I want this town to be. Obviously the town isn't going to have just one house. I'm going to make kind of this area more houses eventually. There'll probably be little things I do to kind of take a break from building the big town hall, just because, like, I like to see things get finished, and so I could be like, this town hall's taking forever. I'm nowhere near completion. Let me go over here, over that way, and build a smaller house to kind of fit this white concrete oak theme I've got going on that just kind of happened. And I'll build different houses, so it'll be like different things too. They'll fit different themes, like a blacksmith, maybe a Fletcher, a cartographer, stuff like that. So that is the big picture plan. Small picture plan. Next couple of episodes, boats, just boats. And so there's many other things I'd love to talk about. I might actually end up doing an episode where it's kind of like the other ones, where it feels maybe kind of like a podcast. I know a lot of these episodes have gone longer, maybe like 20 minutes, and that wasn't the plan, and this one's also going on fairly long. But the next couple episodes, one might be, I might try to make it one episode where I quickly show off these 2 boats, and then come over here and start laying out the map to this other one, while I talk about some other topics that, you know, I had on my mind to maybe try to talk about this episode, but I want to try keeping things a bit shorter, and judging by the sun, it's already been a while. So it's like I don't know if I had to guess 15 minutes in. I don't know. Obviously, I don't have a very good perception of time, but I also can't run an F5. I'm terribly sorry. But that is going to be all I think I'm going to get to today. Hopefully y'all really enjoyed this episode. I'm going to come back here and look like I know what I'm doing. Hopefully y'all did enjoy this episode. Hopefully all you will leave a like or a comment down below, and just kind of communicate with me with, is this the type of content you like, or is it where I talk about different topics, kind of how I've done in different episodes. This episode was purely just showing things off and coming to you guys with the progress that I've made on the server in different ways. And so hopefully I've kept it shorter than other ones, but we'll see by the time I get to editing how well I actually did. But I've made a lot of progress. I really have, on the server. Last thing I want to mention before I end the episode actually is that I am going to be starting work a lot more often soon. Actually, I work, it's at a camp, and so what I do is, previously I've been gone for like random days when needed to run certain things at the camp, but now I'm going to be starting summer camp, so we're going to have different things running, and it'll be week-long things, so I'll be gone for weeks at a time, and so recording time is going to be shut down a lot, mainly just because like I do a lot of progress, record a small video on it, and then that's my uploads, but I will have a lot less time to not only make progress on the server, but then also record the progress that I'm making. So videos might become very scarce here soon, but I will try to do what I can do to continue uploading regularly. I would love to continue uploading regularly because it's just something I want to continue doing, and I don't want to lose focus or consistency with that, because I've kind of got some momentum on it right now, and I'd love to keep my momentum. So hopefully working full-time rather than just days when necessary, hopefully that won't impact how much time I have, but I am going to be gone for like days at a time. Like I won't be home or near my computer at all. So hopefully I can find ways to make it work. We will see. There's probably going to be different times of the summer where I have more time, 1 or 2 days to come do a lot of progress and record an episode. There will be times where it's like weeks at a time where I won't be able to. And so last thing I want to do is just thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you guys stay active with the channel as much as I am going to be able to. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope every single one of you has a great day, and enjoy your day.